Hey, it's Bruce, author of Freedom's Quest on Amazon, and Woodpecker on Kindle Vella, sci-fi. Yeah, just leaving Kennedy Space Center. I often ask people, hey, what's the second most legal fun you can think of? And they'll hem and haw. But the answer, the second most legal fun, is 24-hour scenario paintball games. Oh my goodness. And in these 24-hour games, I would often carry a spotlight. Here's the thing. When you need a light, when you need to light the sky up, you need a light. You don't need a tiny flashlight. So I would carry as a sling this million candle power spotlight. It had maybe 20 minutes of battery, but it would light the night. So I played with my kids a lot. And oh, by the way, holy cow. My three sons are the most amazing mercenaries, paintball mercenaries you can imagine. And as part of that, they got the skill, and they also got the knowledge of the attitude is it's not about winning the game, it's about body count. What challenge can you, ultimately difficult challenge can you take and then hope to survive? Well, no, hope to win. You're not going to survive any of it. So it's up at 24-hour game at Camp Blanding. And for years at the National Guard or Urban Warfare Training Center, they had annual paintball games for playing in the whole entire city. And so they usually capped it at 1,200 players and tanks and rockets and stuff. So I, one time a night game started, and I just happened to hustle and got very forward through a series of subdivisions into a building that would overlook the approaching team. To shoot. So, but I got in that light, I got in that building, and to my dismay, the building was lit from the interior, meaning it hindered my eyesight out, but yet allowed everybody coming up to me to see that I was in the window. And it was just terrible. I mean, probably should have ran from that spot and found a darkened house. This is a block house. So instead, I just stayed in the window. I kept my armband that identified me as the yellow team. Kept my armband out of sight and let 40 people walk by me. And so what happens in paintball is they made the assumption that because I wasn't shooting, we were all on the same side. So they walked up by me. And so from that point on, I was able to, what do you call it when you fake? You call it when you fake an orgasm. I don't know. But I was able to fake that I was on their side when I really wasn't. And so I would start directing assaults. By that time, the team I was on got up to the next series of buildings, and then more people from the other team got where I was at. And so in these games, it's all about massive assaults back and forth. So I would go, all right, people didn't know I was on the other side, and I'd go, let's line up, let's go take that other building. And I'd go, I got a spotlight. So what I'll do is I'll spotlight the other side while you guys charge, guys and gals, charge. And wow. So these volunteers would line up, and I'd click on my light, and they would charge. And as soon as they charged in front of me, I would start shooting them in the back. And then the ones that knew I did it, I'd go, oh, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. Most of them didn't know who was shooting them in the back. Just all kinds of yelling and screaming. And those people would walk away, and I'd go, okay, let's assault this place again, make the next assault. And the next wave would charge, and I'd shoot a bunch of them in the back. Now, to be fair, our side was shooting from the other direction, so I wasn't taking all of them out. I was just having fun shooting people in the back. But finally, the adrenaline got to me. And so what I did was 18 people lined up for a charge. And so instead of shooting them, in paintball, you're allowed to do what they call barrel tag, meaning if the other side touches the barrel, then you're out of that game. So instead of shooting them, I walked up behind all 18 and barrel tagged them out. Said, barrel tagged them. Said, you're out. And it's pretty funny. And then they went back. Now the downside to that was they went back to their check-in point and just told everybody that I was there. So when they came back to the house, that didn't last very long. They hunted me down. But that was quite entertaining, you might say. Out. Hey, the second most legal fun, out.